From down south, we're shifting our focus to the northern parts of the country. Now, it's the fourth day today after 4 Jawans were killed in a gunfight with the terrorists in Jammu and Kashmir's Poonch district. Now, this has sparked condemnation and protests in the entire valley. A massive search operation is underway in the dense forest area of the Poonch district to track down the terrorists. Mobile internet services were suspended in Poonch and Rajouri districts early Saturday morning. Meanwhile, the Indian Army foiled an infiltration bid in the Akhnur sector in which 2 terrorists were further killed. Now, News 18 carries out the area domination drill by the army at the exact spot where the infiltration build was actually foiled by them. Let's take a look at this ground report.
When you have a neighbor like Pakistan, you cannot take rest, and this is the situation on the international border where the Pakistan side tried to push in infiltrators into the Indian side. The Indian army has foiled that nefarious attempt of Pakistan. You can see how this thick vegetation is hampering the entire operation. The search operation right now is going on, and this is the thick forested area where the Indian army foiled the nefarious attempt of Pakistan to push in terrorists into the Indian side. The search operation is going on. 2 terrorists have been eliminated who were trying to sneak in into the Indian side. While an operation rages on in the Poonch sector, Pakistan tried to carry out another terror attack in the Akhnur sector, but the nefarious design of Pakistan was foiled by these brave hearts of the Indian army. The Indian army saw that a group of 4 terrorists were trying to sneak in into the Indian side through this thick vegetation, but because of the alertness of the army, that attempt was foiled. 2 terrorists were eliminated and 2 others managed to return to Pakistan. Pakistan side has been trying to push in infiltrators into the Indian side, but because of these brave hearts of the Indian army, all such attempts are being foiled. CNN News 18 has reached the spot where the Indian army foiled the major infiltration bid on the international border. This is the Khod sector where the Indian army foiled a major infiltration attempt. The Indian army noticed the movement of 4 Pakistani terrorists, heavily armed terrorists who were trying to sneak into the Indian side. But the Indian army challenged them and fired at them, and 2 of the terrorists have been eliminated. They were being dragged by other 2 who escaped back into the Pakistan side. Pakistan wants to push in trained terrorists into the Indian side, but because of the alertness of the Indian army, all such attempts of the Pakistan army and Pakistan side are being foiled. You can see that the Indian army is maintaining high alert at this very same spot in the Khod sector where a major infiltration bid was foiled. The Indian army do believe that there are large number of trained terrorists on the other side of the international border and the line of control in Pakistan side who are waiting for an opportunity to sneak in. The Pakistan army has been actively providing support to those terrorists to sneak into the Indian side, but because of the alertness of the Indian army both on the line of control and the international border, that all such attempts by the Pakistan side to create bloodshed in Jammu and Kashmir, those attempts are being foiled. With video journalist Ashu, I'm Tejinder Singh Sodhi for CNN News 18. Pakistan side continues to foment trouble into the Indian side. Pakistan has been desperately trying to push in armed terrorists into the Indian side, and today early morning the Indian army foiled one such attempt on the international border in the Khod sector. I'll ask my video journalist to show you this surveillance video. You can see that these are the 4 small dots. If you see these 4 small dots which has been encircled, these are the 4 terrorists who were trying to infiltrate into the Indian side. You can see that when the Indian army noticed their movement, they fired towards these terrorists, killing one at the spot, whereas seriously injuring other. The other terrorist was also died when he was being taken to the Pakistan side. So this infiltration bid has been foiled and 2 terrorists gunned down. If you see these visuals, you can see that one of the terrorists who had fallen down after being hit by the Indian army's bullet are being dragged by his colleagues, the other terrorists, to the Pakistan side. So clearly an attempt of infiltration which has been foiled by the Indian army. The Pakistan side also set their own area on fire because they wanted to divert the attention of the Indian army to help facilitate the infiltration into the Indian side. This is the track where one of the terrorists was killed, and you can see that this is the stretch from where his body was dragged back into Pakistan by the other terrorist.
आज़ाद साहब किस तरह से ले रहे हैं? आज फिर हमारे जवान शहीद हुए हैं। लगातार हम इस साल की बात करें तो लगातार कई ऐसे अटैक हुए हैं, क्या कह रहे हैं?
देखिए, इस सरकार की, चाहे केंद्रीय सरकार हो या आज यूटी हो, एक सबसे बड़ी उपलब्धि थी कि मिलिटेंसी बहुत कम हुई। बाकी चीज़ें भी हुई कुछ, लॉ एंड ऑर्डर ठीक हो गया था, थोड़ा वर्क कल्चर में बदलाव आ गया था। दूसरी नाकामियां रही एम्प्लॉयमेंट वगैरह के सिलसिले में, लेकिन ये स्टेट में रहने वाले भी हर धर्म के लोग, चाहे जम्मू प्रोविंस के हों, कश्मीर के हों या पूरे देश के लोग हों, वो बहुत खुश थे कि मिलिटेंसी ख़त्म हो गई, क्योंकि पर्यटन, टूरिज़्म बहुत बढ़ गया था। और हमारी स्टेट की सबसे बड़ी चीज़ है पर्यटन, और पर्यटन के साथ साथ पिछले 30-35 सालों में हज़ारों जानें चली गई बेगुनाह लोगों की।
लेकिन जिस तरह से ये इस्टेब्लिश हो रहा है कि चाइना का भी इसमें कहीं ना कहीं साथ है, और चाइना कोशिश कर रहा है कि वहाँ पे उलझाए रखना सेना को, ताकि लद्दाख में उसका।
देखिए, मैं ये कह नहीं सकता किसका हाथ, लेकिन आज तक जितने भी पकड़े गए हैं इस आतंकवाद में, वो पाकिस्तान स्पॉन्सर्ड रहे हैं। चाइना का मेरे नोटिस में है नहीं।
जिस तरह की हालात बने हैं मिलिटेंसी का, खासकर जम्मू में, क्या कहेंगे इस पे?
देखिए, पहले तो मैं आज इस घटना पे जो कल हुई है सुरनकोट में, उसके बारे में आपके सामने लाना चाहता हूँ। वहाँ पे आतंकवादियों ने हमला किया, हमारे बहादुर सिपाही शहीद हो गए। उसके साथ साथ क्या हुआ, कुछ लोगों को उठा के ले गए थे, और उनको उठा के, आतंकवादी नहीं, हमारे पुलिस वाले वगैरह ले गए इनको उठा के, और उनको कैंप में लेकर उन्हें मारपीट करके उनको मार डाला। ये अफसोस की बात है। हम क्या आतंकवादियों से लड़ रहे हैं या अपने लोगों से लड़ रहे हैं? अगर हम अपने लोगों से लड़ रहे हैं तो फिर हम ये लड़ाई कभी जीत नहीं सकते। हमें आतंकवादियों का मुकाबला करना, मगर अगर हम अपनों को नाराज करके जाएंगे फिर हम इसका मुकाबला नहीं कर सकेंगे, नहीं होगा। और मैं चाहता हूं कि इसकी जांच मेरी जमात ने मांगी है, जुडिशियल इंक्वायरी मांगी है, मगर मैं अपने होम मिनिस्टर साहब से गुजारिश करूंगा, अमित शाह साहब से, कि आज उनको आना चाहिए और सुरनकोट में जाना चाहिए कि लोगों के दिलों को वो जोड़ सकें। बहुत ज़रूरी है कि वो लोगों को बताएंगे कि साहब हम इसकी इन्वेस्टिगेशन करेंगे और जो सही होगा वो आपके सामने लाएंगे।